Liz, good to see you on here-ish. I can't see you, but I see your name. And Tucker, thanks for joining us today. Okay, so I know we always have some people join on a few minutes after, but KW released the new quarterly magazine, so we threw that in really fast for you guys to show you where to find it, how to get in there and play with it, and then how you can get it printed. And then also, if you don't want to print it, how you can use it for website delivery or pick it apart and use pieces of it for social media, right? And so I'm going to share my screen. Everybody knows we got to go in command, right? Where is my command? There it is. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is go to command. And then the next thing you're going to do is go to designs, which is the box with a paintbrush. Now I'm going to show you guys how to, oops, I got to move you guys out of my way. I'm going to show you how to go get it and add it. And then I've already uploaded it and added all the pages. So then I'll go back to that. But everything that you want to do when you come into designs, what you see right here is your templates that you've created. So if you don't see anything, you haven't done any yet. And it sorts it out. So these are my email, then you got social media, you have print, and then you also have video. So in order to create a new one and add to it, you're going to hit the plus button down in the bottom right-hand corner. You're going to hit print and then next. This takes us to the templates that KW has available for us. And there we go. You're going to find the quarterly magazine under lead generation. And it is called Personally Branded Zine. So you're going to click on that and you're going to see the two magazines. If you move your mouse over it, you can see that one's the Q1 magazine and this is the Q2 magazine. Granted, we're, a little bit into Q2, but this is a new thing that they released. The first one was released actually in, I think, February, wasn't it, Austin? So you're going to click on Use to open it up. And this will automatically put it inside of your printed area on your templates that you worked on. As you can see here, they now have this in because some things inside of commands you can order prints through the system right up here in the top. Okay. Questions on that? I'm not sure which company it goes through. I think we worked on that. So I would compare pricing, right? Obviously this is one page, so it's not that much, but we'll go look at it, what it is afterwards. Locally, if you wanted a printed magazine that's binded and looks really nice, Expressions is a really great place to get magazines. Another thing you guys can do, this is laid out as a template for a booklet, right? So when you add in the bleeds and stuff, it actually goes out and shows you where you need to have it. So what if you wanted to create your own booklet for a listing, right? You can come in and you can throw in your pages and utilize this template as the plain, because this first page is blank, right? And then you can save it and save it as a listing booklet if you wanted to do that. But I think, tell me if I'm wrong, Austin, are you in there? I know Austin's covering for Mackenzie because she threw out her back, but I think,
sorry, I'm back.
Virtuance has the booklets for listings too, correct?
So what? Say that again. It's hard to hear you.
Virtuance has booklets for listings. Print booklets. Maybe it's either them or Room Media. One of them has it. But yeah. So if you don't want to reinvent the wheel, just use that. Okay. So what you're going to do, though they built this, so we really don't need our bleed area and our safe area if you're just going to change out the information that they have. So close that. So what you do in order to add the pages over here to work on them is just hit the little plus button over here on the pages you want. So I want to add the first page, and you can preview and see what they look like. And you see I clicked on it, but didn't add a page down here in the bottom, okay? So if you're just clicking on it, it's not going to add that to your page of your booklet that's going to show up in your PDF that you're going to download for printing. So you need to make sure you hit that plus button. Everyone got that? All right, so instead of adding these all again, I'm going to go back. So bear with me, because I don't want to do this again and again and again. I'm going to go to my print, and I'm going to grab my QT magazine, and see it automatically threw it in there whether I saved it or not. I just cleaned up my whole entire design templates because it was loaded from all the classes I do. Okay, so then when you come back to work on it some more, it shows up like this under your print materials. You just click on it, and it's going to open up and take you back in to work on it some more, right? Or maybe you want to go, you got to run, you don't have time to finish. Then you can know that it's saved and you come back and work on it. Also, you might want to check and make sure you have use autosave on, because you know, we can all get busy and forget to save, and then all that hard work you did is gone. So once you add all of the pages to it, they all show up down here at the bottom. You can get rid of that to work on a page. You can move it back up. Obviously, I do not want that first page as blank, so I'm going to garbage can that sucker. And it shows 17 pages. If I want to look at all the pages and see what's on there and what I have and what I don't want or do want, I can do this. Or maybe I accidentally hit the plus button twice on them, then I want to get rid of the duplicates, right? So again, you can just hit that down arrow and you can delete it. You can see here that there's actually 2 different designs for the very back cover of the magazine, and both of them are your app search. One is geared towards a URL that you're going to put in, and the other one, so you can insert your personal URL to download your app. And the other one is geared towards, someone log in as me. Hang on. The last one is geared towards guiding them to Google Play and the App Store, right? Honestly, I feel like this is not where you want them to go, because you want them to download your app, and your app is the URL link that you have. So I would, by all means, use this. So they have the oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? Is anyone else doing this at the same time and running into the same problem? No? Let me just go down here to this instead. So I would not use this one, and I would use this one and put my URL in there so that they can type it if I print it to them, or if I have it on an online web, or however I have it. Okay, now let's go to the beginning of the booklet, and I'll show you everything that you guys can change. First off, you see the DBA, you have to change that because you want to use your logo, the KWPP logo. Is anyone else having issues in here? Austin, will you get in yours and play? I wonder if it's because I'm in incognito and I need to go to...
Yeah, let me mess around.
Okay, well, let me click out of it. There's my KW logos. I'm going to grab the KWPP logo. You want to click on that so that you can highlight, oh, maybe I want to do this one, and bring over the one that you want. And then if it's not big enough for you, you want a little bit bigger, you just grab the corners. The corners make things bigger, whether it's pictures or words. So if I want to shrink this down a little bit, I can do it by the corner. I can bring it back up. Let's say that I want it to go stacked. Then you're going to grab it by the little line that's in the middle, and that's going to stack it. Okay. That's the quick and easy way of changing the layout of it. And this is a quick and easy way of changing the font size without coming up here to the top. Make sense? I want to go back to where it was. Okay. The next thing that you can change, of course, all of the text, click into it to get in and change. You can change the coloring of it. If you want it to stand out, if you have color templates for your own business that you want to do, maybe you want to change the color of the font for this. Just highlight it, come up here to the top, go to your library colors and change it to the color that you want for your business, right? Simple and easy. The pictures, you can change those as well. You can leave it the way it is. And these are the 3 articles that they have available inside the magazine. Pre-written articles, so you don't have to create your own. Fantastic, right? So I recommend that you go through and you look at the template and you scroll down and you add all the pages that you want to add. And then you can just flip through it this way at the bottom as you edit each page moving forward. So there's always a note from the agent or team if you're on a team, just kind of a quick little note about yourself and the magazine. That's also pre-written. You can leave it the way it is because it also talks about what's in the magazine. Or you can edit it a little bit and make it your own, right? Of course, change out your picture. That's easy to do. Change out the agent/team to who you are, and then move forward and make sure you change all these. Any questions on this? It's pretty easy, right? One of the things I do want to show you, so let's say I've got, sorry, I'm trying to grab just that right there. So name, team name, I'm going to come over to my assets. I'm going to click on the text, go to my assets, and then I'm just going to grab that. And oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. You should have that one on hold. If I would have had that highlighted still. Sometimes by the time it takes to get this highlighted and done, you could have just typed it, right? He's with me on that. Let's zoom in so that, we bring it up to legible writing and maybe easier to grab. Oh my gosh, do you see how hard this is? Okay, I'm not going to do that. All right, so then the next page goes into the marketing, the quarter in review. You guys can get this information from NAR. You can get this information from the Market Center. You could grab it from RMLS, right? So if you wanted to do maybe instead of, or if you're marketing to a particular farm area, maybe you want to go grab that neighborhood information just in that area that you're sending these magazines to, if this is going to your farm. So maybe you might want to do a few different magazines. Then in your farm area, you would grab a market snapshot of what the homes have been selling in their area for the first quarter of the year, and you grab that information from RMLS, from the TMO reports. And then the company snapshot, if you want that information, just reach out to Austin, Crane, myself, Rosalie, or Kelly. We all have our market data, and that is released about a week into each month. We have the newest data for the market. And then you can enter that information in there, which would solidify why they should use a KW agent, right? This is also good information. You could take this page after you have it. And so maybe I want to download just that page. I'm going to go to, you could do a JPEG or you could do a PNG. And then I'm going to just grab, let's see what let me do it. Maybe the JPEG is just that page. I'm going to grab that page. So I'm just going to show you this real quick. And then give it a second. You see it's showing you up here what it's doing. Let's throw this on my desktop. Oh, that works. Q2 Mag. And then I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to open that up. You guys can't see it anymore, right? Hang on. Stop share. Let me go to just that screen. Okay, so now can you see the image that I've downloaded? Yes? Okay, let's get that in the back. There we go. Okay, so you've got the image. So now I'm going to crop it, and I'm going to bring it in to where it is. Oops, let's bring that back up. Maybe this isn't the best app to use for this, but quarter in review. And now I have a story, right? Instagram story talking about the quarter in review, what's been happening. And I've gotten rid of the magazine aspect of it. Oh, why does it do that? Anyways, you get the point, right? Now you have a picture that's been cropped, and you can just use, where's that annotate? You can just use this right here as your story on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Here's what the market's doing in Portland, right? Surrounding areas. Cool. Next page. This is the first article. This article is about offers. Again, you want to, this is coming from Austin, Texas, and general information about what's happening in the market. Make sure that it is a true story and what they're saying applies to what we have here. I actually haven't read this one yet. Yep, it talks about having multiple offers. Now, are we experiencing that here? We are, right? Still seeing that. So then it talks about goals that you need to have. You can change the colors again if you don't want to do the green. If you notice, they do have a theme, right? They have each article, each type of conversation is tabbed certain colors. Offers, green, money. They have it blocked out for colors, and then it's also within the article, so it ties it all together. But you could take these, I think it's only 2 pages. Let's make sure. Yeah, 2 pages. You could create a social media post on this. You could take these, you could add it to your website in a blog, and then do a general smaller Facebook post. All smiles at the offer table. Give a little brief note about it and send them to your webpage to read the full article on it, right? And then you're sending them to your website. Hopefully you can capture them as a client, or they'll play around and search for homes or do anything else. I just don't see why we would want to just use these as quarterly magazines. Does anyone agree with me on that? And take advantage of it, right? So then just make sure that you're going through every little thing that one, we want to double check spelling, even though it came from KW and their marketing, they probably have it right, but we want to double check it. Make sure you're changing out the image, paying attention to what it is. This needs to be you. So you want to change that out to you. And then the next page is going to talk about your experience. Now, if you're a new agent and you don't have any experience, does that mean that you cannot do this page? You can. You can use our office as your experience, right? Real value, real experience, Keller Williams agents, and then get this information from us, right? How many people have we served this year or last year or total, whatever you want to do. You can change out any of this information and make it to where it works for you. Okay. Um, the Y4C2Ts are right here at the bottom. That is our mission. So we want to make sure that we have that on there. The next page, this is testimonials. If you got any testimonials from your clients, put them on here. Grab pictures of them at the closing table, or not the closing table because we don't do that anymore. Maybe at their house when you're handing them the keys, right? Get a picture of them happy. Say, I'd love to put you on in my quarterly magazine, or on my website, or on my social media. And so this is just another place that you can spotlight your clients and what you've done for them. The next page is going to be the next article. So now we're talking about decor, home decor. You know, people want to know what's happening. How do I need my house to look? What can I do to make it better? Again, you can change out the images. You can do whatever you want to do with coloring. The next page is the rest of the article. So it goes 1, 2, 3. I think it goes a little bit more. 4, 5, 6. I think it goes to 10. If I remember right. Did it say top 10? No, 6. So there's a 3-pager. Again, you can pull it into a blog. You can make it a 6-dayer, right? Social media post. Grab, copy, and paste this information. Throw it onto a separate image. Make that a story or a Facebook post. And the easiest way, of course, is to just copy and paste this onto a Word document or a notepad or something, so that you don't have to go back and forth with everything, right? And then just, so you could do your first one right here, could be this, and then date, and then say, you know, maybe a couple hours later, you do the next post, a couple hours later, you do the next post, and you do this all pre-scheduled out, so you don't have to remember to go finish it, right? Any questions on that one? Is this helpful to you guys? Sweet. The next one, if you have a listing, featured listing, or hey, what about solds, right? Here's all the homes I've sold so far this year. They went in 1 day, went in 2 days. We know it's there. Went 20% over asking price, went 10% over asking price, whatever it is. This is tell your story, right? So you could do that there. And there's another page that I believe they have that on as well after the story. So here's the next one, increase your home value, 10 tweaks. So you have this page and you have that page. Again, a 2-part Facebook post, a story. You could take each one of these and throw it into individual images. Maybe you get rid of the little graphic and you throw in an actual image, right? We can grab all those images free on like Pexels.com. If you have Canva, you can try to look and see if they have any pictures in here. That would work. I know there's front door pictures. I don't think that there's any mowing pictures, planting, you know, but just think about that. And if you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, that it's consistent throughout everything that you do, theme-wise, color-wise, that it portrays your brand of who you are. And most importantly, if you like the idea of it, you don't want to do it, you don't like to do it, you don't have time to do it, reach out to Morgan and hire her to do it for you, or anyone else. The next page, here's the hottest spring listing. So again, you could have a listing on the other one. Maybe you don't want to have that page, or you can come up with something else to go on there if you don't have a listing. This one, you could do your solds that you've done. You could reach out to agents in the office, ask if you can use their listing in your marketing magazine, get their permission, and then you can put them on there, but only our office. Then the next page is just like a little question. So they actually don't have an answer here for this question. So you're going to have to provide it. Maybe you can go and Google it, right? You can ask somebody. Do you think about what your clients have been asking you recently? Like, what's the most important question people are asking right now, today, in this market? Get that in there, right? Anybody have any thoughts on what that question might be? You guys are a quiet bunch today. Just like way too
How
quiet.
do I get my offer accepted?
Well, how would I get my offer accepted? That's a really good one. And maybe if you don't have listings, that you could turn that one featured listing page into today's market top questions and top answers, or how I can help you get your offer accepted, right? Think of something like that. Another one maybe that I've seen a few agents have was for listings. If listings are being asked or going for over asking, why shouldn't I list my house higher? Right. And that goes back to that CMA, the team meeting that we had last week that talked about pricing your home as a listing, how you should price it true, right? Because we don't know how much over it's going to go. You could go back to that, watch that, and create a page off of that information. You could also go back and look at that graphic that Mackenzie did in our Facebook group about how to help buyers, right? Maybe give some of that information. Or again, if you don't want to be creative, you can just go to Morgan. And then again, to the back page. Just remember that if you decide to take some pages out, if you're going to create a magazine, an actual true magazine, a printed one, you need to make sure that you have enough pages so that you don't have a blank page, right? So you need front cover, inside, unless you want your inside page to be blank, and then you want it to be the next page inside. So again, it's counting, right? Front and back, and make sure that the front of the magazine and the back of the magazine both have the actual magazine cover and back on there, and you have enough pages inside. Does anybody have any questions about the magazine? Do you need me to show you how to do anything else within it? Nope. I love it. Guys, that was great. If you have any questions, you need any help, again, Expressions is a great place to take it to, oh yeah, let's go back to the printing. Sorry, thank you, Liz. Cover that. Okay, so let's say we have our magazine ready to go. So where'd my print go? I wonder if they added that after I added this. All right, let's go back to the other one. Done. They might have added that after I had that in there. No, I got rid of it. Print, next. Printing options, again, Expressions is local and they're really good at doing those booklets. Fair pricing, a lot of the agents use that for their listing booklets. And then let's see what they charge in here for this. There's that print order. Okay, so I'll add. This is where I accidentally added too many pages last time because I was too busy talking to somebody while I was adding them. Any other questions you guys have? I can't see my chat right now. No, you guys are just way too easy, too quiet. It's Wednesday. You guys are supposed to be ready to rock and roll through the week. Who's all coming to Red Day? I want to hear because I'm working over here. Yes? I don't hear any yeses.
When is it again?
Red Days tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes.
You should be reaching out to your clientele, talking about how you're giving back to the community and that you'd love for them to as well. Invite them to come drop off their donations. We have Koi Fusion here, a food truck for food. And then always this Red Day is a little bit different because we had to kind of go virtual-ish. Normally we like to gather in a big, huge group. Everybody attends. We close the office and we go do something out together at either at a place, cleaning it, working, whatever they need. We've gone to the Oregon Food Bank before and actually separated food. We do all those fun things in person as a group, but because the governor kept moving everybody back and forth, everybody said nothing in person. So our in-person will be in our parking lot, like we've been doing all of our functions. So Keith, you coming?
Yes. Do we
Awesome.
have, is there, let's say we want to broadcast this on our, respective social media applications. Is there any kind of a flyer,
Austin,
electronic flyer that
we've
I
actually
could?
had these ready for a couple weeks now.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
Just a
I see the
reminder.
ones that you guys send to us, but is it
Yes,
in a
and that's
file
what you
format?
use.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
could just
and if you
copy
want
it
to
and
edit it or do anything to change it, or then ask Austin for, you can upload a PDF into Command here and edit. Okay, so if you want to throw your logo on there, your name in there with it, you can do that. Yeah. And so you can get all that stuff at kwppagents.com.
Yeah, I didn't think of it as a thing. I never thought of it as until just now a thing for our clients and prospects. I always just thought it was like an internal Keller Williams.
Let me steal it real quick.
It's a really great, go ahead, Steele. It's a really, really great way for you guys to reach out and talk about being part of the community, right? And that's why we create the social media. That's why we do the flyers, so that you can go door knocking, hand it out. Like even like at Christmas time, we do food drives. We do whatever. Our agents, you guys come to us and you say, hey, I'm supporting this. That's where these came from. We have agents in our office. We asked our ALC, we asked our agents, what do you do? And this is what they gave us. And so we reached out to them to see which ones we could actually help, because some of them were in person only and then they weren't doing anything at this time, or they charged us a lot of money to help them. But we couldn't do it in person, right? I mean, so there was so many limitations. So these are the ones that we narrowed it down to, and then you guys can go and talk to your clients about it. Can they have Koi Fusion too? Absolutely. If they're donating and they're bringing and sharing with giving back, why can't they? Right? So you have all of that, and it's just all about, every Keller Williams everywhere is doing some form of giving back to the community every year, the second Thursday in May. So find the one that speaks to you, or do them all, right?
Yeah, and so that's how it's set up. So we do have the PDF, the flyer, and then the PNG of it. So depending on what you're needing to use for your newsletter and command. But then also you do have like the Facebook, we have a red version and a white version, depending on your style. And then with Instagram, we have the main, like I set it up as Instagram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can have them all to the same post. So if you wanted to, you could say, Instagram main, which would be this one, and that would then be the first image that shows up on Instagram. And then you could add these to the same post, and it's like people can cycle through the images and see each organization, their website, and then the details about, what their highest requested items are. And so whether it's Oregon Dog Rescue, With Love, Hunger Fighters, and then CASA. So yeah.
It's fantastic. Okay, I'm stealing back again. Good job, Austin.
Thanks.
All right, let's go back and find out the printing cost, shall we? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. Can we have the Clark Griswold one? No.
I
Okay.
really wish I had the ability to have almost like not like a, almost like a DJ booth of different sound effects, like wah, 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 you know, like just certain things depending on what's happening on the screen.
Okay, wait. This one said that I could order the prints, and now it's saying my size isn't right. Let's come over. Let's add the manage the bleed area, order print, hit close. No. I gotta do this. Done. Close. Close. Order my print. What in the heck? Okay. Let's see what that does. Apparently nothing. All right. So even though it offered for it to be printed in designs, they don't have that in here. So it looks like your option is to download PDF and take it over to, make sure you do it with the print bleeds. Let's see if that actually does it that way. I almost wouldn't do it that way. I would come over here. Because if you're going to take it over to expressions, they're going to want the bleeds and the margins on there. So give it a second for it to do this. I don't have patience for this stuff. Who's with me on that? I don't have time to wait. If you, especially teaching a class, I don't have time for this, right? Okay, looks like it's just gonna do it and throw it. I'll go up to desktop, save. Okay. I'm gonna open it. I don't think you guys can see that. You can still see it, right? And it took the first page. Okay, so there's your PDF version of it, right? So if you're gonna throw this onto your website or you're gonna throw it into a email, then you could do that. But what I would do is I would come down through sending it for printing, go to PDF, hit publish settings, and use the manual bleed and the cut marks. Okay. You could double check with expressions and make sure and see if that's how they want it. And then now when you download it, let's grab page 2 to 17. Now when you download it, it's going to show those in there so that when they go to cut your magazine and create it on their end, they'll know where they're cutting it and that your bleeds are heading out over the edges, right? Nothing's inside. See up here, preparing, starting download. And where is it? Oh, it's going to desktop. And now, so you can see the cut marks and the bleeds. So they know how far they're bringing it in and what your actual magazine size is. Okay. Costs, not sure. I don't know if that's changed or not. I haven't checked with them for quite a while. Has anyone done any magazines or with anybody? Expressions? No? Austin? I know you're crazy busy today.
What's up?
But could you make a note that maybe Friday, if you're not sick, because he's getting his second shot, guys.
Woo.
If you're not sick, or even if you are, I don't care, call Expressions and find out what a 16-page magazine is. Aren't I a great boss? I don't care if you're sick, at home, work. Just kidding.
Okay, so call Expressions just to see.
A 16-page magazine, 8.5 by 11 magazine would cost for agents to print. Maybe, what do you guys think? 50, 20, 25? You're not going to send this out. Maybe you are. Phil, how many would you want to have printed?
Environmental real estate, probably not as many printed. I'd be doing the online.
The online. Smart. There are some, like, you know, you've seen those magazines that you can customize to where it looks like it's all you. Those are on the pricier side. But let's find out what 50 of them are. Think about your top clients, your A clients, right? I want to send my A clients a special magazine that they're going to get in print. So we'll find out what that is for you guys, and we'll let you know. Cool?
Talk to them about Red Day, and it could be their donation. So maybe you should contact them tomorrow.
They won't donate. That'd be lovely, but Austin's not listening because he's working with someone else. I can hear him. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Next week, oh my gosh, you're going to want to be on here. Kelly's actually joining me, and we're going to talk about the expectations, the requirements, actually, let's put it that way. The requirements for you to submit, how to submit documents to get paid. Like, do you want to get paid? Do you want to follow compliance? Do you want to get in trouble? So how to do, and it's more, we all know you guys know how to do it the first time. But what happens if you have a deal that falls apart and now your buyer's buying another house? How do you treat those, right? So we want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, because it's been all over the place, and what the best practice is for everybody, in case someone comes back and they want to sue you. We don't want that, right? Or if the state comes back and audits and they want to find certain files, what they expect to see, how they expect to see it. So compliance and getting your money in command next week. All right. Have a great day. I hope to see all of you tomorrow. And if you haven't had Koi Fusion, it's yummy. So, and bring your kids, your grandkids, Liz. Why not? Show them what it means to give back, right? All right, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.